There's pressure mounting on the state government to outlaw duck shooting ahead of the 2023 season. The move would bring Victoria in line with other states where recreational duck hunting has been banned for decades. We're joined live now by Animal Justice Party MP Georgie Purcell and Shooters, Fishers and Farmers MP Jeff Bourman. Georgie, starting with you, why do you believe duck shooting needs to be banned?
Look, I think duck shooting is one of our most obvious and blatant forms of animal cruelty here in Victoria. And as you mentioned, it would be bringing us into line with many other states who have already done so. New South Wales, Queensland and Western Australia have already made this move to protect our native waterbirds. Some of them even doing it decades ago. I mean, Western Australia banned duck shooting before I was even born, and now I'm an MP in this parliament still fighting to get it done. So it would really just be bringing us up to speed on an issue we are so far behind on.
Jeff, you've heard the arguments, I'm sure. It's cruel. What's your view on all of that?
Thanks for having me, Mike. I don't think it's any more cruel than a factory animal being farmed and then killed in an abattoir. And in fact, just about the bringing it into line with the other states, there are still two other states other than Victoria. And also, anyone that thinks that the states that have banned recreational duck hunting are actually not shooting ducks is fooling themselves. They are controlled under an authority to control wildlife permit, which means that you will find that the ducks are still being hunted, or they're being shot. They're basically being killed over the rice by a few with no oversight, because there's no game management authority, there's no police because it's private property. So actually banning recreational duck hunting is going backwards from the cruelty point of view, because there will be ducks hunted, there will be ducks shot, and there will be no oversight.
Georgie, you kind of touched on it before. This issue has been divisive for decades. I was covering protests in the 1980s. How confident are you that a ban could be introduced right now?
Look, we've been hearing whispers for some time now that the government is more open to this. There's been a lot of movement within their own group and their own MPs to get this done. And there's many Labor MPs who are openly on the record as supporting a ban on duck shooting. I think now is the right time to do it. The government has been returned. They've got an even bigger majority than they had before. And we've got a really progressive crossbench who wants to see this done. In terms of confidence, I mean, we've got no official word yet, but we do really believe we're closer than ever before. And we're really encouraging the government to make this step to protect our native waterbirds once and for all.
Jeff, I know this is not just purely city versus country. There are a lot of shooters based in the city. But how does duck hunting benefit regional communities?
Mike, about $439 million is injected into the economy, and most of that will be in regional areas every year from primarily duck hunters. Now, we're looking at a regional economy that has been smashed by droughts, then floods. We've had the timber industry effectively destroyed in the east and the northeast of the state, and this is just taking away a whole lot of income, discretionary income, for no other reason other than ideology. And also, I might remind everyone that the government went into this election supporting duck hunting, recreational duck hunting. It would be very disappointing if so soon after the election they changed their mind.
Yeah, as I say, it's been a debate that's been raging for at least decades. Georgie and Jeff, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.